Hola todos and welcome to the deep dive. Are you ready for an adventure?
Always.
Today we are diving into a place that seems like it's straight out of a dream. Jellyfish Lake in Palau.
Ah.
So picture this, a lake teeming with jellyfish that you can swim with without getting stung.
It's truly a unique place.
Yes, you heard that right.
The locals call it Ongeim'l Tketau.
Okay.
It's located on one of the rock islands of Palau, a group of small, uninhabited islands.
And to help us unravel the mysteries of this aquatic paradise, we will be looking at the Spanish Wikipedia article about Jellyfish Lake.
It's evolutionary history that makes it so special.
So tell me more.
Well,
How did this oasis for jellyfish come to be?
Well, you see, in the past, this lake was connected to the ocean. But over time, that connection closed, trapping a large number of jellyfish inside.
Interesting.
Isolated from the open sea, these jellyfish found a new way of life, feeding on the algae that flourished in the lake.
A real banquet with no other diners in sight. The adaptability of nature never ceases to amaze me. But what about the stings? How is it possible to swim among so many jellyfish without feeling a single sting?
That's the most fascinating part. Although these jellyfish have stinging cells, they are so small that they have no effect on human skin.
Wow.
That is to say, you can swim peacefully among them, even touch them if you
Now,
dare.
that's a unique experience. I imagine how surreal it must be to be surrounded by these gelatinous creatures without feeling a bit of fear. But I have read that these jellyfish have a rather peculiar behavior at night, right?
Exactly. At nightfall, the jellyfish in the lake embark on a fascinating journey.
Oh.
They descend to a layer of hydrogen sulfide that is about 15–20 meters deep. It's a spectacle that shows us how incredible their adaptation to such a particular environment is.
Now, I understand why this lake is so special, but such natural wonder must require very special care, right? What is done to protect such a delicate ecosystem?
To preserve this fragile balance, only snorkeling is allowed in the lake. Scuba diving is prohibited to avoid disturbing the jellyfish, and also because of the risk of hydrogen sulfide poisoning.
Of course, it makes a lot of sense. In fact, I am not surprised that in 2012, UNESCO declared the lagoon area a World Heritage Site.
Right.
A well-deserved recognition for such a unique place.
And precisely this isolation has raised some fascinating questions. For example, how will the jellyfish of Jellyfish Lake evolve in the future?
That is an intriguing question. Having been isolated from the ocean for so long, these jellyfish have followed their own evolutionary path. Could they survive if the lake were to reconnect with the sea?
It's hard to know for sure. Perhaps competition with other species or changes in water conditions could endanger their survival. It would be a fascinating natural experiment, but one that, of course, we cannot control.
It is a reminder of how delicate the balance of an ecosystem can be. Each element, from the algae to the jellyfish and the hydrogen sulfide, plays a crucial role in this lake.
Exactly. And although this lake is unique in the world, it teaches us an important lesson about the interconnection of life on our planet. The decisions we make, even far from places like Jellyfish Lake, can have an impact on fragile ecosystems like this.
Totally agree. This deep dive has opened our eyes to a world that few know. A world where jellyfish dance in a lake without stinging. A world where evolution has followed a surprising path.
And a world that reminds us of the importance of conservation and respect for nature.
If you've been fascinated by this trip to Jellyfish Lake, we encourage you to discover more about the rock islands of Palau, an archipelago full of natural wonders, each with its own story to tell.
And who knows, maybe someday you can visit this incredible place in person and swim among the jellyfish without fear of their stings.
It would be an unforgettable experience, no doubt. And speaking of discovering, I had a question pop into my head. You mentioned that the jellyfish submerge themselves in a layer of hydrogen sulfide each night. Why do they do that? Is it some kind of ritual, or is there an evolutionary reason behind this behavior?
What a great question. It's not a ritual, but a fascinating survival strategy.
Oh,
It is believed they do it to evade predators who cannot tolerate hydrogen sulfide. It's another example of how life finds a way even in the most challenging environments.
it's incredible how these jellyfish have managed to adapt to such a peculiar ecosystem. What if, hypothetically, the lake reconnected with the ocean? Do you think these jellyfish could survive in the open sea after so long?
That is a question that intrigues many scientists. The truth is that it is difficult to predict with certainty. On the one hand, these jellyfish have evolved in an environment without predators and with a very specific food source. Facing the competition and dangers of the open sea could be too big a challenge.
Sure, it would have to readapt to a whole new world.
Right.
It would be like being left on an unknown planet after living our whole lives on Earth.
Exactly. But on the other hand, life always surprises us with its ability to adapt. Perhaps these jellyfish have some hidden trait that allows them to thrive in the ocean. Or maybe the connection to the open sea would bring new evolutionary opportunities.
It's a mystery that only time will be able to reveal. In the meantime, we must value and protect this unique natural treasure.
Without a doubt, Jellyfish Lake is a reminder of the fragility and beauty of our planet, and of the importance of continuing to explore, learn, and marvel at nature.
Well, lovers of the unknown, that's all for today on the Deep Dive. We hope we've transported you to this magical corner of Palau and awakened your curiosity about the natural world. See you next time.